Hello, guys. I'm going to give you my review of this game. It's a D6 solitaire war game. Um, I had high hopes for this. I was real excited to play it, but I'm kind of disappointed. The game has really good components, I guess you would call them. You're going to need, well, they include these mission logs where you can write down everything you need to know about your mission. There's a player aid card where it gives you all the information you'll need, the terrain effects, any specialist equipment formation modifications, and any specialist equipment in the formation section. I didn't notice that before when I played. I was keeping track of it down here. Oh well. And it comes with really cool maps. And it comes with a really cool concept where you have a fire team or two fire teams of so many men. You got you get one specialist. You can get some equipment maybe. You can put yourself in different formations. You make your way across this map, fighting enemies, going to objectives, completing them, and then getting off the board, depending on the mission. And man, that sounded really cool. You use dice to indicate your teams. If I had two teams, like for instance, when I played, I had two teams of 5 men each. I had a die here with the 5 facing up and a die here with 5 facing up. I decided to come in along this road or trail, whatever. Basically made it the whole game. I had to enter this hex and engage, and then had to exit from this hex row here by the end of turn 11. So I had 11 turns to get from down this road over to this area here, get in a fight, and then leave. Well, to get in a fight, you have to roll a 6 on a 6-sided die. And I never got in a fight the whole way there. Milled around here until my turns ran out and still never rolled a 6. That was problem number 1. Problem number 2 is simply just, well, you know what? I really can't. I was going to say the dice rolling. There's a lot. If I did get into combat, I would roll for how many and what direction they were coming from, and then I would get another die and set it to their combat strength. And I never really got to use the combat rules to this game. So I can't speak to that. That's something I'm going to want to play this again for sure and get into combat. Second of all, are the charts. I don't know what DRMs they're talking about sometimes. An enemy attack DRM. Okay, so this DRM must be enemy attack DRM. But that's weird. No, it's not. No, it's not. It makes sense to me now. But you get DRMs for your formations as well. But I don't think it ever tells you if they stack. It really doesn't go over formations in here other than to say that you can change your formation if you have a team leader as a specialist. And I did change my formation quite a bit. Actually, I changed it to where I took a team leader, which gave me an extra action per turn. So I just took extra. I took the team action at the beginning. I took the column. I changed formations, and the changed formations, oh, it's not listed here. I wish they had the actions listed here and how much it cost. They're listed over in the rule book, but a change formation, or, yeah, no, it does list it here. Hold on. No, it doesn't, because this is what confused me before. I think I was giving myself an extra action point that I shouldn't have had. Where does it go over? Actions. Change formation as an action, but you can only do that if you have a team leader. But you can only take one action per team, per turn. So I was changing, so I would use my extra action with my team leader to change my formation to column, and then I would use, well, the column gives you +1 movement, and if you're moving along a trail, you get an extra movement. So movement's normally 1. On a road, it's 2, and with what I just used, I would be able to move my guys 3 up the trail. And that's what I did. I moved them up the trail. Actually, I moved them down here and then approached from the south. Still didn't get in any fights. I could not roll a 6. So, I don't know. I suspect those dice I'm using are factory rejects that are weighted, or maybe they're just tainted. But my first experience with this game wasn't very good. But I don't think it's the game's fault. Like I said, I didn't get into combat. I don't know how combat works, how cool it is, but you use dice. I've got small enough die that you put on here with the strength of your squad. Your enemies will pop up with a strength on them, and you fight like that. I don't know how interesting the combat is, and that's actually what's going to make or break this game with me, is how interesting is the combat. Well, unfortunately, I played this whole game of 11 turns and didn't get into any combat, and I was even trying to. But I'm going to give it a shot some other time. Maybe I'll roll until I get what I want and get into combat. I mean, it's a solo game. You know, I very easily could have said, you know what, fuck that roll. I'm just going to put myself into combat. But, you know, I always feel bad when I cheat. I always do. No matter, even if it doesn't matter or doesn't mean anything, like in a solo game or just in a... I hate cheating. I just hate doing it. I just hate it. It's like lying. I suck at it, and I hate doing it. But I'm going to give this game another shot. It comes with absolutely great components. It comes with mission logs, which you can record your missions down, everything that happened. It comes with a player aid where you can put markers here to indicate specialist and equipment formations you're in, your turn track. The maps, there's 2 of them. There's this one, and there is, hold on, I've got this thing bent because I've been playing it. Come on. There's another map. I'll show you the other map real quick before I show you the other charts and stuff, I think, or the mission. And here's the other map. It's got a river running up it, and a little village. So that's the 2 maps that come with it. This map looks like it didn't print very well. But that's what it looks like when it prints really well. And then it also comes with your missions. It tells you which map to use. This mission here, you use both maps put together somehow. How many points you have for that mission, like for your squads, and to buy your specialist equipment and so forth. The next column over is how many turns you have to complete the mission. Like the one I played was this first one. I had 11 turns. I went all 11 turns without encountering anybody. It tells you the objective hex. where you start, where you start, and any special instructions. This told me to patrol to J4, engage, and move to LZ in extraction. LZ is right here, column L. So column L was this column here. J7 or J4, what did it say? Yeah, J4. So this is the I had markers on here so I would remember. But I brought my guys down this road, went up here, pissed around, never got into an engagement. And even if I did, once I did, I could just extract along this. And I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. But anyway, there's all your missions. And there's your mission log. I already showed you that. And that was it. But it could be a really good game. It could be. I just don't know how combat works yet. But just looking at it briefly without really involving myself into it, the combat looks kind of boring, which I didn't expect from this particular game. But I think it could be made better. But like I said, this is just my first playthrough, and I'll get back to it at some other time. But thanks for watching. Have a good night.